Wabasha nuwajo koni wala nuwasuma waeda.
Well, I think that we have what we call a total breakdown of, ideological socialization in Nigeria, and that for me is one of the fundamental, basic constraints affecting women participation in trade unions in Nigeria. People who attribute this to probably the fall of, the Soviet Union, and of course the decline of, socialism or the communist ideology, within the working class movement at the end of the day. But I think it's fundamentally responsible. As somebody said, people now act under impulse. But I think that, to put it rightly, people are subjected now to what I would call neoliberal, socialization, such that they forget the class base, of our struggles and of the struggle of the working class, in our country. Of course, what we need to do, you have used the right word for me. Effective participation is important, and we can only do that by, political education, and social education of the working class, including men and women. And that's the only way we can begin. And it's not just at the trade union level, but of course we can do so in the classrooms. We can do so, in the marketplace. We can do so at various, fora in the country, because in building awareness among our people. People belong to different, profession, social organizations, before they enter into the mainstream, trade unionism in our country. Well, of course, if you look at, the horizon, the beautiful ones are not there. And so Nigerians are still going to be battling, in terms of choices, what I call, option choice. It's a choice between the devil and the deep blue sea, But of course, within the space that is available, I think that Nigerians should try and use, their voting power to influence the electoral process. Elections in Nigeria historically have never been, credible. We can only hope that, the election that is coming should be credible. It has never been credible historically, and there will be no basis for optimism. But of course, as human beings, we can only hope that, it will be credible at the end of the day.
It will be difficult to say because
what is clear is that the Chibok girls are caught, what I would call in the loop of politicization. So to talk about seriousness, is to take the issue to a higher level. But as far as the present state actors are concerned, I have not seen any sign of seriousness. Well, I think that we Nigerians are not fooled. We are not fooled, as far as the question is concerned. For instance, my understanding of the armament industry is that to even buy a single M4 tank, for instance, you need about $100 million, dollars. So if people tell you that they were going to buy ammunition with 9.5 at one point, then 5.7 at another point, I think it's just sheer lies. And of course, it is clear that it's all fraudulent.